So welcome to this video. In this video we are going to discuss about public speaking and with reference to something called as a Toastmasters. So we'll start with what is the problem of public speaking, and especially it's in English. Okay. So then we'll see like how to overcome this problem and what is like Toastmasters is all about. So we'll start with the problem of speaking in English. See, the first one is speaking and reading, writing are two different skills. Okay, that's the first point. So if you take like the US adult population, they are 26 crore people, but if you take them, the illiterate population in US is around 13 crore people. Okay, that means they can actually speak really good English, but they can't even read anything. Okay, they can't read English at all. So the same thing happens in India also. People can speak really good Hindi, but they can't read Hindi, or people could really speak good Tamil, but they can't read Tamil. Okay, so you can see here that speaking, okay, and reading, writing are two different things. Okay, people can actually speak really well, but they can't read, write. Okay, see, English here in India is a huge problem, where the unique problem is we could actually read, write English very well, okay, but we can't speak English. Okay, so that is a different kind of a problem from what is a normal thing. See, the reason here is the school systems in India does not focus on something called as a LSRW. LSRW is, first, to speak any language, read, write any language, you have to focus on this manner. First, a person has to listen to that language, then speak in that language, then read it, then write it. Okay, but in India we don't follow this kind of a logic. In India we follow a logic like this. First we read, okay, what is A, B, C, like that we read it. We then write A, B and C. Then only we will listen. Okay, we will listen as to the sound of it and the words of it and things like that. Finally we will never speak. Okay, so we can never speak English at all. So why this is a problem is because speaking is actually the second step in learning a language, but we don't focus on that at all. Okay, it's a unique problem we have. So how do we overcome this speaking problem? Okay, we might be good in reading English, writing English, okay, sometimes even listening to English, but we are absolutely bad in speaking English. Okay, let's see how to overcome this specific problem. So school system in India does not focus on English speaking skills such as talking with your friends or colleagues or your teacher. Okay, your parents, we never talk. They never teach you about debating, okay, raising a point, speaking with others, that also they never teach you. And they never teach you public speaking. Public speaking is where we speak before a large set of audience. It can be like 5 people, or it can even be 500 people. Okay, so our school systems never train us to do this. So it is natural that you can read well, you can write well, but you can never speak well. Okay, and that too in English. So how do you overcome this problem of speaking in English? Okay, so joining an English grammar class will not help you. Okay, I've joined an English grammar class to overcome my English speaking problem, but actually it didn't work at all. Okay, even if you join British Council, where they are like really good in training English, this will not help you. Okay, why? Because what they teach you in all these coaching centers and in British Council like places is that they teach you a reading, writing grammar. Okay, reading, writing grammar is usually useless for speaking grammar. Okay, so for example, when you write something in Hindi, okay, the reading grammar or the writing grammar and speaking grammar will be like way different. Okay, so both will not work properly at all. Okay, so the conversational grammar is like very different from what we write. So speaking is actually not a knowledge. Okay, speaking is not a knowledge at all. See, you cannot acquire speaking skill by reading book or listening to a class or watching a ton of videos. You can never improve your speaking skill at all. The only way to improve your speaking skill is to speak. There's no other way. You have to speak. Okay, so how do we go about it? See, this is where a place called as Toastmasters help. Okay, see, we are not trying to advertise for Toastmasters, but this is what I have really found that they are useful, right? So in India, we have this unique problem of we know English, we know the grammar of English, but we can't speak in English. This is a unique problem we have, and the only way to overcome this problem is through an institute, something like Toastmasters. Okay, of course you can do it on your own. You can improve the English speaking skill. That's how I've done it. I've not joined Toastmasters, but I visited a lot of Toastmasters club, and I found that it could be very useful for many people, and many of my students have joined it, and they have given really good comments about Toastmasters. So let's look at what they are. See, Toastmasters is an international association. It's a US headquartered non-profit educational organization. They are worldwide situated. They have clubs, and their only purpose is for promoting communication, public speaking, and leadership skills. So they were started as a single club in 1924 in US. So you can find out like how really useful they have been and how really good they have been, because they have over the last 100 years, okay, they have been here and they have proved their worth. They have 3,64,000 members as of 2020. So how is a Toastmasters structured? See, a Toastmaster is an institute where they have several clubs. So you can join a club which is nearby to your home. Okay, so in this club, what they will do is there will be members, minimum like 20 to 40 members will be like that. These members, okay, are all like similar to you. Okay, some of them speak really good English, some of them speak mediocrely, and some of them are like at the beginning stage. So somewhere you can fit among them. Okay, so you might be a really good speaker or a mediocre speaker or a beginner. Okay, so somewhere you will find people who are like very similar to you. Okay, that's like very important, because you will learn only when people are very similar to you. When they are extremely good or extremely bad, you cannot learn anything there. Okay, so there is a mixture of people, so you can learn from this environment. So what do? Do they give you training? The answer is no. They do not give any training or anything such like that. Let's see how they work. In a typical Toastmaster club, 20 to 30 people will be there, and only once in a week they will meet, and that too approximately for 1 to 2 hours. That's it. It's a 2-hour session where you meet other people. Okay, so they are not going to train you, they are not going to coach you how to speak. Okay, let's see then how it works. So weekly meeting, let's see what they do in that weekly 1-day meeting. See, these weekly meetings are purpose based. There is a purpose. Every time you meet, you attend a meeting. Okay, at the end of the meeting they'll give you some points. Okay, they'll give you some topics. You have to, over the next week, you have to prepare how to talk in that particular topic, and you have to get on the stage in the next week. You have to speak to all the 20-30 people in that place. Okay, so they will not criticize you and all, they will give you constructive feedbacks. Okay, so every meeting is based around a set of organized speeches. So in a day, typically like 5 people or 6 people will make their speeches. So every person who speaks, a feedback is given with a constructive feedback. Okay, they will not criticize, they will not like comment that you are totally bad and all. They will tell you how to improve. Okay, so even if you are very bad in speaking, you can still improve here. Okay, you can improve from there. So there's also something called an off the cuff speech. That means some person among the 20-30 people will be like, suddenly they will be called and they have to speak on a random topic. Some topic suddenly they'll give and you have to speak. So once I went there, they gave me a topic like what do you think about the economic crisis in India? So I spoke really well. Okay, because I know about economic crisis and I could speak it, so I combined both and I did well. But these are like very important because they overcome the stage fear. Okay, see, there are 2 things that you gain in Toastmasters. One is you speak in English. Number 2 is you overcome the stage fear. Okay, so these are the things. So hope you got an idea about weekly meetings. At every meeting, okay, topics are assigned to the next week meeting, and people have to prepare within the next week. Within that week they have to prepare, and the next week they have to speak on that topic. So usually 6 people or 7 people might be like speaking every week. So sometimes this impromptu speech or sudden speech might be asked. Okay, that's like sometimes only they will do this. And sometimes at every meeting they also vote out who is the best speaker on that day. Okay, that gives you a motivation, like you have to become the best. So your speech, the speech which is given by you is evaluated by your peers. See, it It is people who are very similar to you who are going to evaluate. They are not like very experts, they are not like very bad. They are like very people who are very similar to you. In a speech which you give, they are going to check the R counter. Okay, for example, we stop at a particular place and we think so then like that we take some sounds. Okay, this is called as an R counter. You should not like to have too much of R counters. Okay, another person in your speech, he will check whether the grammar is correct. Another person will time it, whether you are speaking within the time. Okay, if it's a 3-minute speech, you should speak it within 3 minutes. Okay, it should not be 2 or it should not be 4. It should be around 3. Okay, so that's a timer. Evaluators, how good you spoke. The things which will be checked from your speech. Okay, every time it's a feedback. Okay, every time you have to improve it. So it's a constant mechanism of improving yourself. So what are the skills that you will acquire here? Okay, so apart from speaking, public speaking in English, you will also be required to conduct meetings. Okay, so you will get the idea about how to organize meetings also. You will be asked to give sudden speeches, so that's impromptu speeches. So that also skill you will develop. Present prepared speeches, so 1 week time is given, then you prepare a full speech and you give for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes like that. And you sometimes you will also be working as a grammarian, R counter like that. So you will also be a part of a judge. Okay, weekly you will also be a judge also to evaluate others. So people give you feedback, you also give feedback to people. Okay, so that is a kind of a skill you will develop. So it's an overall, it's a community based development of yourself. So we'll visit this website now and we'll get an idea like how Toastmasters work. So go to Toastmasters website. Here they have this section, what is Toastmasters. So whatever I've explained will be here. Okay, if you want to learn more, just go there and click. You will know about who they are, when they created. Okay, all these things you will get to know, right? This video is like really good. Play this video and see like the inner Toastmaster, how it will be. Okay, so you will find out the actual experience how it will be. So we can't play it here, you can check it for yourself. So see, to join a Toastmasters club, you have to visit a club which is near you. So that is like very important. You have to go to a club. Clubs are plenty available. For example, if I choose this place and I give this kind of a radius. Okay, so look at here. I think we got it. Okay, we got it. Look at the number of centers. This is a center. This is a city called as Chennai, and you can see how many centers are here. Okay, so in a typical Indian city, you can find around some 50 centers. You can go and join any center. For example, I'll just click this center. See, they have given you all the details. Okay, so this is the club number and things like this, club details. So where is this address and all? If you want, you can just like click here. You will get any contact number, contact person name. So look at here. See, this club meets on the 1st and the 3rd of Tuesdays, 4 to 5:30. It's just 1.5 hours. And these are the phone numbers. Okay, these are the phone numbers. And okay, and the location is, I'm not sure like why it says okay, I think location is a little bit wrong, but I think you have the numbers, you can call it. It is still Chennai area only. Okay, it is still Chennai area only. So hope you guys got an idea about finding a club. Okay, so you can actually go and visit a club for free. You don't need to join. So for the first 1 or 2 visits, they will ask you 100 rupees only. You can just visit the club, see what is happening, and you can have an idea. And if you like that, you can join that. See, if you don't like that club, not a problem. Okay, there are still plenty of clubs which are there, right? There are still plenty of clubs. So you can choose the next club, call them, visit them, go there, because the timing also has to suit you. Okay, so this club is on the 4 on Mondays 4 to 5 p.m. and so this is see, it's an online attendance allowed. Okay, as per COVID, only online is allowed now. Okay, they also suggest you some other clubs nearby. Okay, some other clubs nearby. So that's about how you have to find a club. Just pay 100 rupees and visit them. Just have an experience. If you like them, join, or not, select another club and visit them. And third, you have to become a member. So this is not free and all. Toastmasters is a paid one. So how much you have to pay, we'll just look at here. See, you have to initially pay 1,500 rupees for a new member. Additionally, you have to pay $45. That comes to around 3,500 or something. You have to pay 3,500 every 6 months. Okay, but it's worth your money. You cannot develop your English speaking skill and public speaking skill on your own. It's very difficult. You need support. So you can join here. At least for a 6 months time, you join here, see how it works. Then if you don't want, you can quit it. Okay, that won't be a problem. So that's about Toastmasters here. It's an amazing club to develop your English speaking skills as well as your public speaking skill. Okay, so as a college student or as a fresher, even as a graduate who has completed his course recently, even for experienced people, this is a really amazing kind of a club. Okay, it's a really amazing kind of a club which is very useful. Try it for at least for 6 months. If you like it, go for it. If you feel that it's like worthless, just stop it. Okay, hope you liked our video. So you can also see here that Toastmasters conducts annual kind of tournaments for speakers. So from throughout the world, all the speakers who are in each club, they will compete for this. So club by club, state by state, and country by country, they will be like selected, and finally few contestants would go into this final international competition. And each year there is one single winner who is like declared. So you can go through these speeches and see how great these speeches are. These are like extremely good speeches, and they will also tell like why these speeches are like good. Okay, so it's not, see, our attempt is not to become one of the best speakers in the world, but this gives us a kind of a motivation to know like how really good Toastmasters is and how you can develop yourself. So you guys can reach me at my website. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I am very active on LinkedIn, and you can also reach me at Twitter. So if you guys really like the video, put a like for us and share it with your friends who might find it useful. So if you guys have any queries or questions, post it in the comment section. We'll be like happy to answer them. If you guys have any other ideas for further videos, you can put it in the comment section. We'll be like creating a new video on that topic also. So thank you guys. We'll meet in the next video.